Hello, welcome to the demo. Here we want to show something of what we've done with the automatic grouping of session groups. So what we've done is, to some degree, I suppose we've doubled down on kind of what we had before. We had session filters. Now we've added, in the form of expressions, ways to subgroup your session filters. Here I've provided two subgroup, or for both of my session groups I've had a subgroup, and the subgroup is custom property 1. So what that does is that automatically provides a little expansion arrow, and as you click on one, it'll automatically provide all of the distinct values of that subgroup expression, which are the organization for this in particular. You can go here, you can edit, I can make this Acme Systems 2, save, and then it becomes an Acme Systems 2. Everything gets automatically updated. Change it back to Acme Systems, and it shot back in there. So some of the neat stuff you can do here is you can provide multiple levels of these, and you can also, so you can I can guess connected count. You can use any of your fields down here that you would like, and you can put them into a subgroup expression. So I'll put a comma there, which would provide 2 levels of. So this would be how many guests are connected as a separate level. You can rearrange these and do really however whatever you want. Now, guest connected count wouldn't be necessarily what you would want to do. What you would more likely want to do is provide kind of more distinct values. And if you use your reference back from our stuff before, there's this function called if. So I can do if guest connected count greater than 0, then I will call it connected, and then otherwise it will be disconnected. These can be nested, they can be anything. But you'll see here, all machines connected, and these would just be who's connected. I would probably typically want to reverse that, where this expression would be after the custom property 1. And so in which case, there we have Acme Systems. Here's the ones that are connected, here's the ones that are disconnected. You can do all kinds of interesting combinations of sub-expressions. So like I said, we're kind of doubling down on something that was already not the most simple system for doing these. But what we're really hoping is that we kind of provided another, what we provided, and what we'll provide out of the box is probably default grouping by custom property 1. What we're hoping we're providing is we're providing a reason for people to never really need to get in here that aren't kind of aware of how this works. We'll have more reference on this. We'll have more examples of how everything works. You can really kind of go nuts here. I might need to show the reference so I can start figuring out here. Guest operating system name, for example. Let's create a whole new group. All machine by OS, and we'll make guest operating system name. And here, this broke everything out by Mac OS X, Windows XP, Windows 10. Apparently, the Mac OS X ones will not really include the version as part of the operating system name, whereas Windows does. Could maybe do something about that, but we probably have a lot of people who built stuff on the way we do it right now. But anyway, these you can only have one part of the tree open at a time, but I think that's kind of neat. It actually almost makes it more navigable and manageable when it'll reopen parts of the tree. But this is something that in general has been requested ever since session groups came about. We hope what we've done here accomplishes most of what people expected from this. One thing that I did want to say is security can only be applied from the root level. Security doesn't really apply just to kind of one of these leaf nodes that applies to the root levels. So that's kind of a limitation of it, but we hope that that won't. If we don't limit it in that respect, there's a lot of complicated choices about, well, what if you have access to something nested, but you might not have access to the main level? How is all of that rendered, which gets really complicated and potentially even more confusing and less obvious and intuitive. But anyway, this is the preliminary design. We hope that it looks like it makes sense. Here we go again, just looking at this stuff. It's pretty neat how you can put some stuff in here that'll render some pretty neat stuff and make very navigable. Anyway, thank you for your time.